Welcome back to 843 TV. I'm now joined by John Strother, who's the broker in charge at Spring Island Real Estate. John, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, Happy New Year. It's 2016.
Yeah, a nice cold February day.
It is, yeah. Tell us about last year, 2015. How were real estate sales on Spring Island 2015?
Sales, we had a great year. We're very fortunate. These shows were a great help to us. People watched them from afar, and then when they came down, they felt like they were acquainted with Spring Island. So we really appreciate all the support y'all have given us.
Absolutely.
We had about 40 sales last year.
Okay.
That was more sales than we've had in maybe 15 or 20 years here.
Really?
And we're very fortunate. I mean, the market was right. Our pricing was right. People are ready to buy. We're going through a change in membership now. Younger people are coming in, new members. There's a lot of excitement here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many, just in general, how many home sites do you think are available or here on Spring Island?
Well, there are 400 total sites here.
Okay.
We've had 260 homes that are built.
Okay.
And so we sold 20 homes last year, and then we have 140 home sites that are empty.
Okay.
And we sold 20 of those last year. So we've raised our construction level up to, there are about 10 homes that are going through the review process or under construction. And they range from a 500 square foot guest house to a 12,000 square foot estate compound on an 8-acre lot here. So a lot of variety, a lot of excitement.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, have you listed any good home sites lately here on Spring Island?
Yes, I have. I have. I just did one down in this really unusual home site in Pinckney Point, which is adjoins Walker Landing, where we had the fitness center and the River Club and the post office. And it was, I thought it was a small site initially, so I went down there. It was a very narrow opening. I thought, well, this is going to be tough. And so I went down in through there, and all of a sudden it just flared out, and it's really an acre lot. It's beautiful. It's kind of southeast exposure, so you catch the morning sun, which is really nice. And it's got a tidal creek on the left side, so you have these oaks draped out over that, and the nice gnarly shapes, and then over the marsh, it's a peninsula type lot, and with a lot of great oaks and palmetto trees. So it really just breathes the low country there, and the sun coming up. And I was walking out, and I started seeing all these big camellias and azaleas in there. I'm like, wow, what's going on here? And it turns out that this was part of the walkway that the walkers who owned this in the 60s used, where they would disembark from the ferry at Walker Landing and walk up to their home. And so they have these 12-foot azaleas, these huge camellias that are starting to bloom now, here in February, and it's just beautiful. I just love this site.
So this is one with no home built on it, right? You're going to build your own house.
You can build your own dream home there.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you all work with people who are interested in buying home sites to help them find a developer? I mean, how involved are you all with that? Well,
we're involved every step of the way. I mean, we're their resource. So they come, we're trained in prevailing wind, sun angles and things like that to be able to describe what people could build there, get them connected with architects, various architects that might suit their personality or the style of home that they would want, and then the builders. So we're here that's the advantage to using Spring Island Real Estate, is we're here to help them every step of the way.
Very good.
So it's a fantastic process.
Very good. Okay. Now, I understand that you've just listed a fantastic home on Spring Island Drive. The address is 202 Spring Island Drive. Can you tell us a little bit about that property?
Wow, this one. This is an amazing house. I mean, we have some really amazing homes here on Spring Island, but this one, I walked into this, and it's funny, I went into this home right after it was built in 2000, and I was doing some business with a couple that built it. It's the most incredible house. It was designed by Jerry Coward, an architect in Savannah.
Okay.
And he describes it, I have to read this, as it flows like events in a river. One area rapids, the next waterfalls with surprising coves along the way, linear pearls strung together, long and sleek, bending like the turns of the river. The home is only one room deep throughout in a very handsome elevation. It's on 2 marshfront lots. There's about 600 feet of marshfront. The home itself is 140 yards long. And it just weaves in and out of these trees. Every room has a view of the marsh at a different angle. It's just amazing, but you look at it, it doesn't look that big.
Right.
And so it's just a masterful design of classic architecture. What it is, you walk in and it looks like a low house. You walk in, it's a 30-foot elevation in the living room. It's post and beam. You're literally in a cathedral. And the fireplace is over here to the left, and it looks like a normal sized fireplace until you walk up to it, and you can walk in that fireplace, or at least I can because I'm short. But it doesn't look oversized or out of place. It's in scale with the house. And if you go left, you wind down a hallway to an office, beautiful office with beautiful views. A little farther, there are 2 guest rooms down there with porches overlooking the marshes and this natural environment out there. Come back into the living room, you travel down to the kitchen, family room, and in the family room they have this huge tabby fireplace that it took 3 months to build. They built it the old way with forms, stacking the forms up through there. It's the most unusual fireplace I've ever seen. Once again, huge. You travel a little farther down, there's the master suite with an office for her, with a fireplace in that. A little farther down, and there's a guest room, or the garage with a guest suite over there. There's maybe 2,000 or 3,000 square feet. It's truly one of the most fantastic houses on Spring Island.
Wow. Well, for more information about that home and available home sites and available homes, give John a call, visit them on their website, Spring Island Real Estate. They're going to set you up. This is an amazing place to be. John, thank you very much for joining us today.
I appreciate it.
And thank you for watching 843 TV, where communities come to speak.